Welcome, everyone. My name is Tracy Murphy Poxtis, and this is Good to Great in Under 8, the weekly show for motivated professionals who want to start having greater business impact and achieve more career satisfaction. So guys, recently I've received a lot of calls and emails asking a few questions. Exactly what is executive coaching and how is it different from leadership coaching? How would someone know if they could benefit from either type of coaching? And then lastly, typically who pays for the coaching? The individual themselves or their organization? And so I thought to myself, wow, these are all fantastic questions. And since I've received them so many times, I figured there were probably a lot of you out there that might be wondering the same things. So today I thought I'd just spend a little bit of time talking about each of those particular questions. So first, what is coaching in the context of executive and leadership coaching? And so at its core, guys, coaching is really a developmental process, and it's designed to help individuals or groups achieve and maintain high levels of performance. And it's based on a really close and confidential relationship between the coach and the individual or the group being coached. And the process is done in such a way that it obviously, helps you achieve that high level of performance, but it also helps create personal growth and fulfillment for the individual or the group. And it also ensures that measurable personal and business results are achieved. Right, so then there's the question between executive coaching and leadership coaching. And so bottom line, there's two key points that make them different. The first is the level of the individual or the group being coached, right? So if we're talking about C-suite, so chief executive officer, chief financial officer, the VP level or the director level, or any other executive level, honestly, that's typically referred to as executive coaching. While managers, high potentials, and other individual contributors typically receive leadership coaching, right? So it really just kind of depends on the level you are within the organization. And then this ties directly to the second point, which is all about the specific type and context of the issues being addressed in the coaching. Right, so for example, a first-time manager might need to really work on developing some muscle around delegating, right? Delegating to his or her team. And that's likely a function of them never having to do it before, right? Because they're first-time manager. And so they might be uncomfortable doing that because they haven't done it before and because it might make them honestly feel like they're not contributing anymore, right? Because they're having somebody else do the work. So that might be different than a senior vice president who might also need to develop muscle around delegating. But the reason why that person isn't delegating doesn't have to do with never having done it before. It might now have to do with the fact that he doesn't trust or she doesn't trust the people on their team, right? Doesn't trust that they'd actually get it done. So in both cases, the coaching would focus around delegation, but the discussion and where the outcomes and the type of things that the individual would do are going to be a little bit different, right, based on that context. So an easy way to think about it is that leadership coaching is actually like a subset of executive coaching. And it occurs within executive coaching, but executive coaching also covers higher level issues that executives are going to have to deal with. So that might mean managing change at an entire organizational level. It might mean how do we set a vision and mission at an organizational level. So the level that you're dealing with tends to be much broader in executive coaching. But bottom line, guys, don't get hung up on the semantics. Honestly, any professional, whether you're an individual contributor, whether you're a manager, whether you're a director, VP, CEO, whatever it is, can typically benefit from coaching. Now, in my case, right, my clients tend to be individual contributors, managers, directors, VPs, and they typically come to me for one of two reasons. The first is they really want to take their performance to the next level, right? They want to create greater impact. They want to be ready to be promoted when the opportunity is there. And then the second reason they come is to resolve some type of problem, right? They might be feeling stuck, or their career might be derailing in some way. And in these cases, what we're doing is we're typically focused on reducing stress and dealing with maybe some other factors that are getting in the way of the individual performing at that high level. So that might be, right, dealing with company politics, how to have crucial conversations. How do you build a relationship with people you don't like? Or, gosh, I've been thinking about, making a change. I'm not sure my career's on track. Should I make the change or not? Right, so I'm sure you guys are starting to see that coaching benefits both the individual and the organization, right? For individuals, they can increase productivity, they can get promoted faster, they can increase their confidence level, they can better understand what they need to be doing or what shifts they need to make, right? And for the organization, obviously, if people are performing at a higher level and it's consistent, their sales and profits grow. They retain great employees, and they increase the employee engagement and satisfaction. So then it raises the question, well, who pays for the coaching, right? And in my opinion, I believe it really should be both, right? I believe that we should all be investing in our own professional development. And I believe companies who really want to retain their employees should be investing in their development. Now, keep in mind, all companies don't invest in coaching, right? There's lots of tools that are used to help you really boost your performance, and coaching is just one of those. So if you are someone who is motivated and who really aspires to have greater impact and really increase the trajectory of your career, or if you're feeling a bit stuck or demotivated because things just aren't going the way you want, right, then coaching might be right for you. So I would encourage you to have a conversation with your manager and your organization about what resources are available. Coaching may be one of those resources available. But if it's not, it's no big deal, right? This is something you can absolutely invest in for yourself. And honestly, guys, having been through the process, one of the biggest things I would tell you is that having a coach to support you along your career journey can really do wonders for helping you get the impact, right, that you want. And so, of course, like I always say, guys, I am here to help and support you in any way possible. So please don't hesitate to email me with any questions or concerns about coaching, and if it's right for you. You can send me an email directly at tracy@tracymurphycoaching.com, or you can also go to my webpage and scroll down to the bottom and fill out the Contact Us form, and I will reach out to you just as soon as possible. So that is it for today, guys. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time.